Alright.
Hey,
what's up?
What's up, guys?
Selamat
Good morning. Kembali lagi dalam rancangan
podcast Heybuzme bersama saya Amira dan saya Syahril.
Yeah, that's
What's up?
right. Welcome back. Thank you, guys.
Pagi kita buat podcast
Pagi pukul 9 dulu.
Dia macam
Terpaksa.
termasuk karakter terus.
Yeah.
Alright, hari ni kita ada special topic.
Oh, sangat a very quite heavy topic lah. But bunyi dia mudah, tapi a bit dia macam heavy ke.
And a lot of people facing this problem lah.
I think everyone
Yeah,
semua orang
Betul lah.
dia macam kat luar je nampak macam, oi, kau tu macam tu tapi di sebalik takbirnya
Dalaman dia
Tuhan je lah yang tahu macam mana.
Tuhan saja yang tahu. Okay, hari ni kita nak siapa hari ni, Mira?
Hari ni kita ada like very very special guest. Sebab dia ni how can I say, she has her own persona, you know.
Betul.
Her own aura. Kalau orang nampak dia macam, wow, she damn pretty, she's so pretty, you know.
Yeah, man.
Macam first time I met her, I can see like her confidence is like wow.
Kan,
So
bila dia cakap tu, dia macam very linguistic and very like, how to say
professional lah.
Let
her talk lah.
Okay lah. So without further ado, the one and the only Michelle.
Welcome, Michelle.
Hello, team Buzz. Oh gosh, I kind of feel like this is the first time I know myself again.
Oh wow.
What linguistic professional. I was like, whoa, actually I see quite different.
Yeah.
Like I don't, like whenever people see me and how I feel about myself, sometimes it's surprising.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is like a brand. You cannot evaluate by yourself, but people talk about you.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a brand.
Oh, the brand.
Be intelligent.
Bin.
Do you know what Bintelligent is?
I don't know. What's Bintelligent?
Beautiful and intelligent.
Wow.
Oh my god. Early in the morning, my confidence is boosted up to 200%.
Wow. Thanks, Ariel. So, yeah.
I have to introduce myself.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So,
Tunggu. Mungkin Amira akan tanya.
Yeah, of course.
Dia macam, okay.
So, Michelle,
Yeah?
can you like introduce yourself to us?
Of course.
Who are you?
Thanks, pretty Amira. So I'm Michelle. Actually, I wanted to call myself Michi.
Yeah, Michi.
Yeah, because Michelle is like very common. Like my ex company, right? When they call Michelle, there are 6-7 people just like, huh? 6-7 Michelles in the company.
Oh.
Yeah. Like I love the name. But recently I discovered a very cute name called Michi. Yeah. So I'm Michi, Michelle, a common name in Buzz team. And I'm also working with the marketing team.
Yay.
Yeah, so I'm like, ooh, it's interesting when it goes to marketing ocean. Start spending money. Ding, 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 ding.
Michelle. Okay, ada orang tanya, are you single?
Are you single?
This is burn. Single, but not available.
Oh!
I'm a Gen Z, come on.
So, pada you guys yang berminat, KV.
Take a number, No, it ain't easy, yo.
They just saw me in the internet for like 5 minutes. They already berminat. And I was like,
Of course. So, what topic are we talking about today, Michelle? Michi.
Oh yeah,
Michi.
It's about self-confidence. Like what you guys, we were cracking our head about these things. And why would I want to talk about that topic with you guys? I guess it's because I came from far.
Yeah.
I wasn't very confident since young. I don't know, like it's the two things. Maybe along the podcast you will see a lot of like story. It's kind of interesting.
Nice.
And I also want to hear from you guys, right? Because the way that you portray me, it wasn't how I was 5 to 10 years ago.
I see.
Yeah. And there are a lot of mindset
Yeah.
Involved. Yeah.
Okay, it's like right now is like, how to say, you are different right now. but we doesn't know about your previous like how you beginning and stuff. But can you tell a story how you like before you experience? I mean, like no confident and stuff. What make you no confident?
Yeah. So I grew up with a young mother. My mom was having me since she was 21 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, so
That's really young.
very, very young.
Very, very young.
And she's a very wise woman. And a lot of things that I kind of realized was when I grew up as a woman myself. Of course, I don't have kids right now yet. But then I kind of understand her when I came out from the picture. But when I was in the picture, I have that feeling of experiencing like a shadow of that, because there's so many first experiences I experienced with my mom. And there are a lot of time that probably I was an emotional support, but the way that, young people in the back era, they might not know how to express things in a more positive enforcement. But if I were to grow up in US, maybe it's a very different culture. But I think pros and cons. So a lot of my current like vibes are trained as well from my young mother. So so that's pretty much a lot of my old image when I was less confident was being brought up in a childhood that like growing together with my young mother. Like a lot of time they will say you have to be humble, ground to go. Like the way that you feel something, sometimes you're like, wow, I'm so confident that I'm going to make this, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of time when you tell your thoughts to somebody and they will like always want to bring you down. I'm not sure if you guys experienced this before. Have you?
How about you?
Like you tell some people, for example, you kind of know that this will happen. Like some people have that kind of confidence. I call it a form of confidence, or you're confident with something that you are progressing and everything, and you just want to share the good news to people.
Yeah.
And the responses from the people are kind of not genuine, or some way they was like, why would you think that?
Yeah.
Do
Of
you
course.
experience before?
We all experience stuff like that, Michi.
Do you have a story about that?
No, cerita.
I think previously when I wanted to start my culinary journey, right? I told like everyone like, oh, I can cook, this. I'm gonna be a very professional chef. You know, I have that. You know that. I'm gonna be the next Gordon Ramsay, you know,
the master chef,
Gordon Ramsay.
yeah, Malaysian like woman version, right? Yeah,
everyone wants to be something,
oh my God,
someone,
taste
right?
your food right
Can
now.
So and then I'm like, oh, I can, I'm in culinary school, blah blah blah. I'm like so, pumped up and everything.
Yeah,
and then everyone was like, okay, it's just culinary, it's just cooking. Masak je pun, it's not that hard. Why do you need to do all this stuff? Masak air pun nak kena belajar sampai universiti meh. All those stuff, so it macam wow.
Like bring your self-esteem down immediately.
Exactly. And I was like what, 18, 19 at that time. Imagine a grown up telling you things like that, I'm like, am I in the wrong path or something? Is it something that I'm not supposed to do?
You will self-doubt a lot.
Exactly. For an 18 years old girl, you already know what you want to do. You have that mindset, okay, I want to be this. But to someone just to like say things like that, it's just like macam, why y'all can't just be nice to each other, Like just, I don't know what you're like thinking, but just don't say things like that lah, especially to young teenagers, right, Michi?
Tapi I think like some people like they, like you say lah, you nak jadi culinary, right? So it's like diorang tu macam you need to be like them also. You understand, right? You cannot be different. That's why like you understand, right?
That's the main point.
Yeah.
Why would you be different?
Why? Just why?
Yeah. They really wanted like to see you macam dia juga.
Yeah, betul.
Macam
betul.
typical macam macam you nak jadi kena biasa orang nak jadi doktor, nak jadi engineer. So it's like if you different, people like feel like, how to say, macam mana orang rasa macam it's a threat.
Oh, it's a threat. Oh yeah. I mean, he terms it quite well though.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of people don't say this because it's of evil thoughts in the
indirectly, right?
Yeah. There are like two things. So this morning when I like look in the mirror, like preparing for the podcast, so I was like, okay, so what are the insights? Because I tend to tell story quite long, but I kind of want to summarize this. I think it's quite important, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think the threats thing, like self-confident, it's related to self-esteem. And in the meantime, why would people feel threatened when you are different?
Yeah.
So I think the inner feeling is there are two kind of feelings, right? One is cemburu. Cemburu.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jealousy.
And enviness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Envy or enviness? Envy. So jealousy is a good form of cemburu. It's like healthy competition between people.
Yeah.
Because people have to have that kind of competition, so you will progress. You will what's that called? Improve.
Yeah.
Improve in Malay.
Berubah jadi baik. Yo, don't ask me in Malay. You suka dong. Aku Melayu.
I want to learn. Berubah jadi baik, right? And then like the other part of it's enviness that would not really portray by a lot of people, because that's a very, very it's another side of humanity that do not be likable, but in the meantime, it's so easy to feel it. For some people, and especially when I go and study this, I feel like it's actually happened to people who are not who struggle with a form of trauma, like trauma or like not healed, or like some that's why that caused the toxicity, or maybe like a unpleasant childhood. And that enviness will go very long when it comes to, because the enviness is not it's like, I want to see you suffer. It's an evil thing, and I came to understand that many times when you treat people very sincere and genuine. But I have stories to tell. This one. Well, it suddenly becomes so serious. It's like, but I because why we want to do this podcast is because when you want to be confident, you need to accept a lot of truth and self-awareness, right?
Just like one thing I want to highlight lah. I think most people like probably think like when you like look at someone kan, macam, ui, cantiknya dia ni. Oh, wow. Ooh, like how confident you talk, how you present yourself kan. You must understand like the process to get where you are right now. It's so hard,
tough.
In like individually lah. Semua orang ada phase dia macam mana nak lalui kan. Like me myself, it took a very like right?
Correct.
Tunjuk balik. Like you, everyone have their own stories to tell. Like
definitely.
So when you say like envy, right? It's good when you like jealous in a good way. Macam,
yes.
I want to be like her. I want to like talk like her.
True.
That is how I do it for me lah. I don't like going in front of mirror like say, you can do this, Amira. You can do this. I cannot. I've tried once. I just kau nampak bodoh dah. Dia jom. Dah tak boleh. So like that is how I. Ada banyak cara untuk semua orang to bring up their self, right?
Definitely.
Kan?
Yep.
So like for me myself, I akan like tengok macam you, macam okay, you take that good thing from that person, you try to implement to yourself. Wow, learn. Betul Cheryl.
Yes.
So like macam okay, for you kan, how do you wait, let me think. In how do you Macam mana nak
You
cakap?
can ask me in Malay. You see, I can understand.
Even Malay also I
Saya
dah
boleh faham.
Okay. Kepada orang-orang yang kat luar sana yang cakap Chinese tak boleh cakap Melayu, ada je.
Saya boleh, bro.
Boleh. Diorang
Bro
boleh
is
faham
just-
main.
Main-main.
Okay, what is your journey from your younger age until now to reach to this point? Deep dark hashtag
Berat.
lambat.
Wow, all the
Lambat.
emotions come out.
Pagi lah I tengah nak Sorry lah Angel lama.
Okay, so apa proses dia from this point yang you rasa macam I cannot be like this, I need to change. Okay, so apa yang you buat, what is the process from that point to get to this point?
Wow. Yeah, I still have a long way for sure.
It's
Because I'm
okay.
young. I think, this actually got 3 parts. So now I kind of...
It's okay.
Hold on. Before go to that question, right?
Yeah.
May I know what the main reason you did not confident about yourself?
Oh, yeah. It's like
Yeah.
the way that people... So I am a person that I'm quite straightforward. Because I grew up in an environment that a lot of guys around me. I have 3 younger brothers. And my father is a very encouraging people, like a very positive person. My mom is also another way. That's why they complement each other, right? Because you cannot be too positive
Correct,
one, and then it's very, very. Then you cannot deal with negativity, and you just don't know how to balance, and you become very fragile. I wasn't confident because I don't really accept, or I don't really want to take that thing that people perceive, like since young, right? Because I'm tall, and then like people will say, you have to go and jadi model. Yeah, model. Like go, right? Because you are like a model or something. Because I'm very tall, like 174 cm, right? And then I do not believe. I don't have the belief. I just feel like, how? I cannot see the road in front of me. There's no one to guide me. My mom actually bought, so when I was in kindergarten, I actually joined a kindergarten called Cuties. And my kindergarten teacher is a Miss Universe.
Wow.
She's very pretty.
My cikgu tadi kau is like auntie. Masuk cepat.
yeah.
Damn.
Her name is called Miss Carol. Like, she is very charming, and she's very, that poise.
Wow.
And then,
like how he teach you, like macam
she
good morning everyone.
Good morning.
Macam tu ke?
I miss
Is it?
Universe.
Is it normal, just normal?
normal but very feminine.
Wow.
Like very, because our class only have 6 people in QDs, and I think a lot of my other classmates are super confident. Like even one of my classmates right now, I just met her recently, and she's like owning an agency.
Oh wow.
Wow.
And I just like reconnected her, right? And she's now like already married and had like pregnant and everything. So like all my classmates back then in kindergarten are super confident. I kind of realized that I do not have any conscious understanding about what I was going through.
Yeah.
Like now I think back, it's just like a dream of things like just moving, but I don't have any conscious, I don't have any realization. I realize things very slow, to be honest. Yeah, very slow. So my Miss Carol actually asked my mom, say, hey, register her to what's that called? What's that? Like catwalk.
And
class.
And then register her to like acting class, like kid acting, right? And I vividly remember my feeling is like unreal.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to take that. And my mom is just like, okay, she bring me there, and then I remember that catwalk, right? I forgot to this is, I don't know whether it's haram or not haram.
What was it?
Yeah, I forgot to wear my underwear.
What?
Shit.
I was 6 years old.
How old are you?
6. Okay lah. Understandable.
And the catwalk.
Send it go. Dah
You can you imagine, like, I don't feel complete, and I was walking around the stage. I was like, Like I keep changing it.
No, you wearing apa? You pakai blouse ke?
No,
Atau
it's like kids apparel, like hair walk.
I mean, like, is it a dress or
Whatever lah.
Oh,
I don't know,
okay.
like, they just keep changing my attire.
Astaghfirullah.
And I was 6 years old. 6 years old lah. Come on,
Okay, come on.
You guys,
no
huh?
judging. Okay.
But for a young kid like me,
Yeah.
of course I don't feel confident. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know how my how my friends will see this. But yeah, it's a funny thing. Like you just recall
yeah.
So yeah, it's like, and then I probably didn't know how to ask for help, right? I should have just told my mom. And then I didn't know.
Yeah.
And then I was like going through the whole thing by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo.
So,
Love.
so I think all of these experiences back then. It's so funny. Yeah. It's like I had the opportunities.
Yeah.
But I wasn't ready for that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
guys, tolong pakai soda dalam.
Hey, it's different nowadays. Okay.
Yeah.
That was one time in my uni time. I really loved like the Asian Next Top Model. You know that?
Same.
I love it.
You know?
Yeah, I know. Tapi I tak tengok lah.
Okay, nasib baik.
Why
Girl.
not? Yeah, because I think that culture is a bit culture shock for Malaysian now.
Oh yeah.
Right,
But
right.
I love
That's
it.
why-
Yo,
yeah.
I macam, I want to be like that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
For women, it's a way to really like inspiring.
Yeah,
It's very inspiring.
yeah.
So you know what? Like I was 19 and then I go and sign up, and it was their first season.
Seriously?
Eh, seriously?
Seriously,
dengar. Semua orang.
Wow.
I sign up,
Ah.
and the audition they're like, wow, interested, like in me lah. So I got the audition. I don't have any.
I mean,
mentor.
where? In Malaysia?
Where?
In Malaysia.
Yeah, where
Oh,
was
okay.
it?
In Malaysia.
Yeah, I mean like where?
KL.
Located.
Audition.
Yeah.
Audition is online.
Oh.
The first time. So, but they give you like a long ass application form.
Oh,
Like you have
okay.
to fill up. And then you fill up, then there's a question like, what makes you cry the most? Or what things that will make you cry immediately?
Oh, wow.
You know, all this kind of
And then?
very mental disturbance kind of question. They
So-
want to see how dramatic your life is, right? You know, the show.
Oh, yeah.
It
It's
has to
very
have
good.
certain stories.
Yeah.
And when I was 19, right, I think I was being very protected to like, I don't have any drama in my life.
Wow, love.
The only thing that will make me cry was my parents for sure.
Yeah,
Right.
of course.
I don't have my story was too pure. I don't know. Like there's no dramatic because I haven't tried relationship yet.
Yeah.
I studied in girls' school
Girls'
for
school.
your information. And I kind of know that I'm straight. I'm not bisexual or whatever thing.
Yeah.
So I came out. You know, like the thought is like, I'm so confident that I'm gonna get
I love that.
boyfriend immediately when I came out. Oh gosh, 10 years passed by. It's so hard.
Girls, see, even like you have all the confidence, getting a boyfriend is really hard.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, but the audition didn't.
Yeah.
Of
What
course,
happened?
the first is like I was kept walking. You know, in my house. They ask you to like go back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was doing, bro.
Yeah. Do you have the
first
footage
time,
though?
I was so nervous, huh?
Do you have the footage?
No, I don't have. I don't.
Alah, boleh lah.
I think the whole recording was actually being like hold by them. I'm not sure whether it's useful or not. It's seriously like very bad.
I can imagine though.
You know? So yeah, correct. It's like I don't know, like when I was walking. Seriously, I don't have because my family is very humble. Like
Yeah.
my parents are like they are not loud and they are like very normal family. Preserve
Yeah.
and we are like working very hard for living. So I don't know how to be confident back then. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, so the audition didn't pass for sure.
But I mean, like during that period, like what do you believe? Like, are you really want to be model or what?
So that's the thing, right? I was so I don't think people knows what they want unless they are a very minority or very, very rare percentage that some people really know what they want since very young. That's why they were so successful in a very early age. But I do believe in timing lah. So I think I didn't know what I want. But I really love like in the photo shooting and everything. You know how I realized that? So I never give up, right? So I was like, I go to the pigeon.
Wow.
I mean, because a lot of people tell me this, but I never tried Miss Universe back then also. Like, because I don't know how to speak English like I speak English right now. I was Chinese educated and my family speak Chinese. So my Chinese is very fluent.
Okay.
But not English back then.
But in school?
In school, so I forced myself to come out from high school earlier.
Oh.
So, you know, in Chinese school, they have to study 6 years.
Yeah.
But you have the choice to come out after SPM. And I know that if I want to survive in Malaysia, I need to know how to speak more than one language.
Yeah.
Like my Malay, yeah, I know, I faham lah. Tapi saya tak tahu macam mana cakap fluent kan. So when I come out, I could have just applied for JBJ, you know?
Yeah.
But I have so no confidence. I even scared. I just tell myself that I will just fail lah, so don't go. So I never go. I so regret about that point because you would never know, right? Like if I have this mindset when I was young, I would just try everything without thinking of the outcome because outcome is not important.
But that's the thing. You always like, okay, you already have the idea of doing something, right? But you like assume the outcome is gonna be like this. Oh, I'm gonna fail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like this. It's like this is the term what they call self-sabotage.
Yes.
True.
So that's why the question just now is like, yeah, I had a lot of like 1,000 things of imagination if I gone through this, and this just not work out.
Exactly.
And then I just have that fear of why would I want to try it? Since it's really gonna destiny to be failed, but it's not true.
Yeah.
I was just like hallucinated myself.
Yeah.
Right now, kids check up Delulu.
Yeah. I'm still Gen Z. The Lulu.
Yeah, very
The
delulu.
more.
do you like experience like people tell you like you are not pretty, you're not suitable for modeling, or they say like they say something bad lah. I mean, yeah.
Of course. I have like my uni friend, which I think at a certain point of the time he see my improvements and he kind of recognized it lah. But I kind of want to thank him as well because he told me up to my front and said, "You're not the most prettiest lah."
Oh,
Yeah, actually,
No.
I don't care.
Okay.
It's true, ma. Like if you really think about it, how would I, as compared to Kendall?
Okay lah. I mean, like,
all
at
those,
that
like,
time,
super pretty girls.
at that time when he said that, how do you feel at that time?
Of course, it's ouch because girl naturally we want attention, we want compliment, we want positivity, we
Okay.
want all the
Message sekarang your wife puji cepat.
yes,
Puji.
Hello.
yes, but your wife is here, right? Yeah.
Bus.
Actually, I want to encourage all of the people
Yeah.
out there. To be honest, compliments are not. I would say that it's free, right? Like, why would you
Yeah.
want to be very good?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, there's no point. I mean, if you, I like to compliment people like on the go.
Yeah. You
Because
do.
I really feel, oh wow, today your lips very nice, ah. Oh, today you really very pretty, ah. And it's sincerely. But maybe when you say more, right, then people say like, yeah, very fake like you. I was like, okay.
I think like because when we were young, we were not. I know lah, like macam I tak pernah diajar. Kau lah tak pernah in like dalam macam sekolah semua kan. Culture puji memuji tu tak ada. Everyone semua nak be at the top. Yo down, you sit down. So like yang mana yang pandai duduk atas. So when it comes to like adulthood ni kan, it's very hard for us, and for me myself, to terima pujian orang.
Right.
Macam, cantik tu kau nak apa? Nak duit? Itu. Yeah. What you want? Money is it? Itu.
Kita tak tahu is it Melayu punya culture, sebab I tak tahu, I cakap in my culture lah, Melayu culture, kita orang macam puji tu macam kau nak
You want something out of
you
it.
want something like that lah. I don't know, probably my environment. I'm not set people out there, but my experience macam tu lah kan.
Yeah.
Macam bila contohlah I puji Amirah ke apa kan. Tapi bila I jumpa you guys kan, macam okay, this is a different environment. Because you really say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mean what we say, yo.
Yeah.
Be true to yourself, bro.
Yeah, it does not hurt anyone to be kind, you know.
Yes.
Tak susah pun cakap, cantik tu. Baju kau macam tu. If you don't have anything nice to say, then just keep the opinion to yourself, right?
And satu lagi, orang dia akan macam mana, I don't know, for my experience, orang tak boleh rasa orang yang lebih daripada dia.
Yeah.
They become a threat. Diorang tak rasa itu cabaran untuk dia pula, untuk improvise diri dia. Tapi diorang rasa threat, and then they try to kill that person because nobody can upper than me.
Yeah.
You know, like why I just realized that.
Yeah.
Why would this person feel this way instead of the other way, right? Like you could have, it's like what you said, admiration. Because there's always people better than you, right?
Of course.
You know, but you cannot be like always being so toxic about your thought. Like how are you going to bring people, like if the whole nation think of this way, then the whole nation is not improving.
Correct.
I think it's because why? It's because people are not self-confident enough.
Yo, that's wow, on point.
That's why we want to talk about this topic.
Yeah.
Like we want to encourage everybody to be confident, no matter what you think of. It's not weird anymore. Like the courage to be disliked is very important. Like I also, of course, I also struggle like a lot of time because in our culture we are being formed in this way since very young. So I've been always like fighting against my own thoughts as well.
Yeah.
Like, but why this person will feel this way is because of self-confidence. I personally experienced that there is, if you have confident enough, you wouldn't feel anything that you want to bring this person down or not.
It's like you don't have time to do things like that.
And you feel more aspiring, inspiring that,
Inspiring.
someone is like, wow, like that, you know, like that kind of, okay, we're going to improve together, you know, that's the meaning of the life. But Malaysia, it's not like that.
I mean, like for
Right now,
Malay,
some of the
Malay
cultures.
culture, I don't know, for
Yeah.
Chinese, like Malay culture, right? If let's say like you got a bonus or you got puji from your boss, like, oh, Miss Che, congratulations, you got the sale for the company. Oh, you wait. Seriously, like Malay culture, they were like, ini suka kipas boss lah ni, you know. That's why lah, you got puji-puji, you got bonus, everything. Padahal you don't know, you've been like,
You sacrifice time.
sacrifice a lot of time
Yes.
and energy. People don't know that stuff. So that is culture yang I know lah, me like and Syaril have been going through a lot lah. Like, you know, like memang tak boleh tengok orang lebih. Memang kena punya. There's always something that's not right macam tu.
Is it because of like I kind of perceive it as Malay culture is more collective?
I think, okay, this one is quite controversial. Probably kat luar sana mungkin marah I lah.
Jangan
macam,
nak marah, relax
macam
Memang betul kan.
you racist, you siapa Melayu. No. I talk about my experience.
Yeah.
And this one, my statement is probably like controversial, and I just saying like this is my experience. I bekerja dengan company Melayu dan company Cina. No offense, I rasa I being more appreciate in Chinese company rather than Malay
Me as
company.
well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm not sure
Yeah,
about
yeah.
my culture, other culture, I don't know. Tapi that's what my experience lah.
Betul.
True. Like-
Me also.
Yeah, maybe because Chinese companies very gung ho.
What kind of?
Gung ho means we are like try hard, like very what is that called? Like keep going, keep pushing.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
terms in Chinese called gung ho lah.
Yeah.
Kang Ho ah.
Gung ho.
Like if you work in like a Malay culture punya, like all Malays, right? You must like treat macam mana, kena ambil hati
Kipas lah, kipas.
kipas everyone, like make sure everyone's okay, you know. And then lagi-lagi your bosses, you know, you cannot like, you know, like here, you know, like you blasa, right? Because we want everyone to improve,
Correct.
but
Yeah.
not in this culture. Everyone like, okay, semua orang kena jaga hati semua orang, you know, not to offend anyone, you know. You must be low, you cannot be
Yeah.
Tak boleh macam tu. So that's like really hard, yo.
Yeah, that's why. Like very opposite, right? Imagine
Very
that you are
toxic.
in this situation. How are you going to be confident when you need to please everybody?
Exactly.
Like you have to keep pleasing.
That's one thing tau. Another thing is you don't know your capability in the company tau. It's like stuck there. But here you can go all out.
Yeah, we encourage people to go all out sometimes.
Right.
Good and bad lah. But I think I do admire Malay culture in a way that you guys think like sometimes in Chinese, right?
Yeah.
We are too competitiveness.
Yeah.
Like you have no life, bro. Sometimes I do feel that way.
Yeah.
You know, like even this morning that my mom asked me, hey, you know, end of the October, do you have time? Like we want to go like family travel, you know, to go and find our route. You know, yesterday my father is like digging out a very tebal punya book. Later I can show you guys. Like it's really like my ancestor when you're like writing new names there. Last time a lot of people have a lot of kids, bro.
Yeah.
But now this is so rare. That's my dad's interest right now. But I do feel like when it comes to recognize the root, it's quite nice. But I'm a Malaysian kid, yeah, of course. It's like what did I want to say, right? Just now the
family trip.
Huh?
The family
trip.
yeah.
And then I was like, I don't know how. I'm not sure if I have leave or not, you know. Like I have like so many things that like project. But do you know like what that made me realize that I need to like slow down? Is that time when we seldom have family dinner, but when we have family dinner, like my mom naturally that day, she showed me whatever my conversation with her, right? It's always I'm busy.
Yo, that's sad, yo.
Oh
That's
my
very
God.
sad. Like, you know, that moment itself is like, wow, how could I keep just working? Maybe that's the reason why I couldn't find a boyfriend as well. You know, it's like, it's true. Like, I've always gung ho, like what you say. And that's not good though. I don't want to cultivate this kind of lifestyle. But I do think that we need balance.
Yeah, I think it happened to me as well. I went back to my hometown.
Yeah.
And then I saw my mom. She came up to me and like running. She hugged me. And
Oh my
like,
God.
I miss you so much.
So
Yo, and then she cried. I'm like, I cried.
Oh
I
my
can't.
God, I'm crying.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, I miss you so much. Like I miss you. And then she like hugged me. Like, you know, like I know I've been like very, very busy lately, you know. But it is how it is, you know, like
True.
we try to like manage apa daripada tadi nangis daripada gelap. Yeah, you know, like you try so hard to like manage everything on your own, right? Like your time, your personal life and everything, your family. But we keep on forgetting that our parents getting old.
Yeah,
Yes.
sometimes we think money is everything,
Yeah.
but there's something you need to think about, especially family, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are getting older and the time is just this much for them.
Yeah, very true.
Right.
Because you know what, like why would I want to say this topic,
Yeah.
self-confidence, is if we don't bring the whole nation up
Yeah.
to a level, we will always have to use our time to change money.
Correct.
And there's always not enough, bro. But if we all not coming together and change this thing and be confident enough, you will always have to start in, okay, some people who are more like more self-aware that they want to achieve more in life, they will have to always work hard.
Of course.
But it's your choice, right? It's your choice and our choice. But of course, delayed gratification is very important.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a virtual tissue from here. I don't know that assistant. Yeah, but yeah. When it comes to a very sensation moment, and parents, I mean, to be honest, like I also reflect myself that how much time do you really like teman your parents?
Can.
You really have to reflect this one, right?
Can.
Yeah, so
yeah, guys. So you guys out there, like,
yeah,
have time for your parents, lah. I know it's a tough world.
but one thing about this is also true, right? When it comes to distance with parents, I moved back. I was once moved out for 2 years. Just want to really understand what is the independent life. And I did it. And I choose to went back again. Because I know that before I got married, I only have this little time.
Yes.
And then I
Correct.
need to like, even a morning, like good morning, when you open the door and then you see like your parents, it's like, hey, good morning. Then it's like, that's nice enough, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think, but of course, as individual, we have to be responsible for our life. I mean, at one point, you have to accept that we have to come out from that shadow of our parents and be an adult and accept that we can only treasure the time. Not that you can make a lot of time for them, because nowadays it's so hard to leave. Like so many people earning that buckle of like money. It's like all this money are like being capped by all the 5% of the world people. Have some empathy, bro. Take some money out from your pocket.
Yeah, that's right.
Tapi I tengok sekarang adalah keadaan ni, which is kita anak-anak sekarang lah, kita macam kita terpaksa cari duit. Bukan terpaksa, kita kena cari duit untuk support family kita. Tapi at the same time we have lack of time for them.
True.
That's why we really need tiba-tiba masuk, you need a good communication, use buzz.
Yeah.
tak. I mean like you
Be confident about that. It's true.
Yeah.
yeah.
Why would we work for this company is we see the values of that.
Yeah.
Tapi mostly orang sekarang dia orang value duit tu lebih daripada family orang.
Oh, that hurts
So
bad.
So it's like dorang tak appreciate, tapi bila dorang tak ada baru nak appreciate. Dan bila during that period is useless already.
You're right.
Yeah.
Because money is very important. I want to recognize that. But there are so many things that we kind of, that's a podcaster, YouTuber that go around and ask people who are mainly 75 years old and above, like what is your biggest mistake, or what is your biggest regrets in life and everything. And there's always one question and answer, right? Like until you really realize it's gone, then you will like, oh my God, I should have. Regrets are not good. I think as much as decision making that point of the time, I think a lot of people out there is like, I still have a lot of room to actually make mistakes. I mean, of course, mistakes are like unavoidable, but if you try to be more conscious about when you make a decision, what is the impact?
Yeah.
That will actually change a lot of things in your life, even a minor decision.
Michelle, I remember your experience when your friend, talk in front of your face is like you are not the most beautiful, right? So of course you like in Malay like koyak lah. And for me it's like, you akan start ada doubt. Sebab to be confident is not just you macam boleh buat, I'm confident, you cannot. You have a very strong foundation and belief system that something that inside yourself is very precious rather than others. That's why the confidence come. But how about you? During that moment, people cakap you are not beauty, tapi you dah, faham tak? You dah halfway dalam perjalanan, you nak chase your dream, right? So how you like experience and how you overcome that kind of situation?
Oh yeah, I think all this like bring down and failures are very actually, until you realize it's actually priceless, like the most worthy thing, because I have learned how to keep standing up and continue my journey from every felt down. Like in your heart, it's like devastated, right?
Yeah.
But I have a recent experience about that. How I realized that I have improved from the past was, I went to an interview and I'm so confident that I'm gonna get that offer. It's not this company, the previous company. And I told my friend, like that time I was I was dating this guy, but we are not like committed, like just trying to see how's the chemistry. And you give this trust to someone, then only you will talk this thing, because you feel like they are like your close people. they will be definitely supporting you. I mean, that kind of mindset lah, because you trust him. And then you go and talk to him and say, I would like that, get this offer and everything. And then he gave me that responses. It's like, why were you so confident? Like, why are you doing all this thing? It's like you're definitely, there's no definite thing. I don't know why is he so cute about that. But I was like, damn, I felt so not good. But I'm strong enough to know that noise is not something that I need to hear. I have to still like, why would you want to brought me down? Maybe because you are not in my industry, so you don't know, right? But yeah, I'm just telling you that I'm confident to get an offer. I mean, if a healthy or like, you know, a more positive person will just tell you that, yeah, good job. Do you know Masale do this very well? Like, good job. You know, like, you're awesome. I have like faith in you. You know, all this thing. But when they really feel that's not right, they will just tell you straight on your face. But it's not that when you are so confident, you can feel someone vibes, and then you still tell them that they will just bring them down. Maybe my friend's intention back then was, okay, maybe I need to manage your expectation, so that you won't felt like boom when you really didn't get the offer. But to be honest, the outcome is not important.
Exactly.
Actually, it's the journey. Like, the journey is the important, right? I told you, it's that feeling on that spot. I just want to get your support and validation and encouragement and your compliment, but you're not giving me that. It's like,
But the problem is, you are confident, but people that you trust and people yang macam, let's say that's your boyfriend, right? They not support you. Macam, Amira, how? I mean, like, let's say do you experience like
banyak.
You have let's say can you share how you overcome that kind of, you trust and then people dekat you, contoh you percaya kat terus cakap, Mira, you tak boleh lah buat, you macam loser lah, contoh.
I used to have a problem in this one company. I'm not gonna say it. So, and then, you know, when it comes to women, right, when you go to this person that you love, you trust most, you just want to like rant.
yeah,
That's it. I don't need your opinion at that moment.
correct.
Lelaki sana terus dengar je.
Boleh tak? Tak nak dengar apa kau punya logical thinking kau tu. Aku tak nak dengar. Aku tak nak, tak nak lah. Aku serabut kepala aku.
Dengar je.
Dengar tak? Like literally like, diam, dengar. Kau macam macam tu. Walaupun it does not make sense at that time, because perempuan ni when they are very vulnerable, emotional, sometimes they don't make sense. I admit, right? You know, but
girl,
when the girl is like, okay, dah habis menangis, dah tak ada apa-apa, and then you can like knock some sense out of her lah, you know.
Correct.
I pernah cakap kat my husband like macam, bodoh-bodoh I nak cucuk. I told my husband that I want to like you know, like cucuk that guy kan, whoever kan. And he was like, you go cucuk, I support like macam tu kan. We need things like that.
That's
It
good
sounds
enough,
stupid, but you know, berasa puas tau, you know, like macam, then you cakap, okay, macam ni, this is how you do it, la, you know. Macam, betul juga kan. Perempuan itu je, when it comes to benda macam ni, let her cry. Just let her cry. Dengar tak? Dengar ke tak?
Okay.
Really good cry.
Ni mesti macam,
dekat lelaki kau sana, dia punya tips sebagai suami lah, you kena dengar, jangan respon. You kena, betul ke? You kena bagi expression. You bukan dengar je, tapi you kena bagi expression. You kena respon sikit, then that's it.
Macam kau contoh kata, itu Syaril kan, dia tak macam ni. Lepas tu you mesti cakap, bengong lah Syaril ni, bengong lah macam tu. You kena support macam tu.
Did you learn from the hard way, Sharil? Like, we can hear from like a guy's perspective. I'm so curious.
What do you mean, like?
Do you already know this when you get like already like married with your wife?
No, because I grew up is like among a girl. I'm the only. I get 3 siblings, but I'm the only boy in the room.
I see.
So I see my mom and my dad and my sister and my younger sister is like, and my environment macam I balik kampung. Semua saudara semua perempuan.
Lah.
Lah, I pun jadi macam ni. Tak betul tu. I
Ya Allah, kesian.
untuk hidup sebagai lelaki sejati yang berkumis ni. So I need to blend lah. So go.
Oh my god.
Tapi you terpaksa ke atau you memang macam okay je, you okay je?
It's a surviving mode.
Wait, later you guys must like ask Charles this question. I just gonna
Yeah.
Like, is it surviving? Is it so hard?
No, because like perempuan ni ada, every person ada dia punya individual punya perangai tau.
Yeah.
You know, and emotion and all those stuff.
Yeah.
Kudos to you, bro.
Yeah, kudos. Oh, thank you. Even I can't. You have survived until now. I think you can be the master already, right? You should have boleh pergi ambil classes and then tell all the guys, Survivor 101.
Yeah. So like back to your question just now, right? I did have like problem dekat my company, but and then this ex of mine ni dia cakap macam, you're not good enough. You don't communicate. You know, you don't talk. You don't talk. You don't speak. You don't like all those like bad stuff. You know.
Yeah.
It's like very discouraging.
Yeah.
You know, at one point when you're like down, that's not the thing that you want to hear lah. You know.
I do have a similar experience. Like,
Oh
I
my
was
God.
so working in my previous company, and I was so tired, you know, like, and you know, sometimes I don't really care about how I look when I'm so tired.
Yeah, right.
I just want to be myself.
Yeah.
And then that time also, like my partner that time, it's like just tell me that he angry
You
Why?
shit, man.
I was so tired. I went back and I just tried to squeeze my dinner between my dinner time. I was having a dinner appointment with my best friend. I was like, I want to come and see you. Just want to get that like that comfort, you know, after a long day. And then he see me cute, you know. And then he was like, nobody wear like you.
Oh my.
Because, okay, at moment of the time, like he was like a bit like abnormal, right? And then I can feel it. And then like at one point, he just like burst out. And then he said like, I don't feel I want to like hold your hand just now and everything. And then
he
he's
did
like,
not.
straight away like that. I was like, why? And then he said, yeah, just like my feeling of like, I just maybe the way that he wants to portray is I feel very off from like the attractiveness of you is like gone.
The hell?
You know, like I was wearing like this like satin like blouse.
Yeah.
But because I was a bit like very kurus back then. And then I have the pin, one very like silver pin to pin my very loose like pants. I don't have the belt, right? I don't really care sometimes, right? I don't know. It's not that I don't care. I have just no time to, but I have to be more conscious. After his lesson, right? I go and buy like 2 very nice golden pin to just pin the pants. And it look very nice. I mean, at the point of it,
Okay.
it's like you can just like tame and down and you find the right timing to tell me that.
Betul.
It's not on the spot itself, and then you just lash out everything, and I feel like all of a sudden, what the you know what I mean? And then I was so down, even
Of
more
course,
down
of
and down
course.
and down. Luckily, I got that dinner appointment, man. My best friend, like Christian, that guy, because my best friend brought her boyfriend to the girls talk kind of dinner, and then we just bash out. They will just tell me like, yeah, he's just like very self-centered lah, this guy, la, 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 la. I was like, yeah, because you know, after I left that building, I was like, I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
I was like, he's like that, I don't give a damn. It's not the first time, the second time, the third time, and fourth time, right? Why would you want to bring one person down because you don't like a certain thing about that person? But nobody's perfect. Like when you are like, I don't even tell him that he's fat. He's like, you know what I mean? You are also not perfect, right? But you accept the person because of love, right?
Hey, love is not like you cantik all the time. No, you accept thick or thin, cantik atau buruk, bergemuk atau kurus.
We've been that same experience.
And then he keeps just telling me that's not good that you always say that I'm like that. Please accept who I am. But I just want to recognize that. Can you just try to accept who I am now? But I'm keep improving myself. Like I'm not that I'm stopping there, and I want you to accept the very bad of me. Actually, I'm improving myself.
I mean like this guy, mana you jumpa this guy?
Yeah.
Handsome sangat ke? Is it very?
I like his charm. He cooks very well, and he treat me very well. In the very beginning, but I met guys in dating app back then, like in Coffee Meets Bagel, which is a good dating app. I have a lot of like successful cases of friends met their husband in that app. So it's the thing that I was giving myself like a chance over a chance of chance. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm also learning. But sometimes I just meet people like that are weird, and I'm just attracted to them. And I learned it in a very hard way, right? Maybe because I was like that. That's why I attract the same people. So it's like, so after I studied the whole thing and I came out from that thing, like very healthily for sure. It's like, I just don't want this and then end it, right? Then you will see, actually, maybe at a certain point of the time, he is also not confident. That's why he's trying to like, oh, maybe we have to be on the same path. I'm not sure. Like, you know, some people move a bit forward and then you like try to chase them and then you want them to be like in the same pace. And it's like very tiring. So the thing is, so to realize that, you have to hold a very, very important understanding about how to become self-confident is first, you have to understand self-awareness, right? And really like know that what you are valued. But of course, not over arrogant.
Of course.
You know that you have space to improve, but you also have to validate yourself. Self-validation from yourself, not from other people. Because if you were trying to get that from other people, as in our culture, maybe you couldn't get that. And the way that you will turn out will be more devastated. Yeah. So that's my realization.
Wow. Things that we have to go through, eh?
A lot of cries, a lot of tears. But I kind of feel if I were to go back to the audition right now, next top model, I'll pass that audition.
Of course. With flying colors.
Because I have a lot of dramas. I can tell right now.
Of course.
So I think we almost end the end of our podcast. It's very fast, you know, right?
Wow.
Do you have juicy story that could take out from this podcast already?
There's
Is it enough?
There's a lot.
Okay.
There's a lot.
I'm glad that I could share with you guys.
Probably people outside, like, there's a lot of people outside facing like no self-confidence, low self-esteem. But I think like you can like any words for them to, you know.
Okay, ataupun let me rephrase.
Okay, you rephrase.
What would you tell your 14 years old self?
What would I tell my 40? Because I had a very I walked back from school. I took public transport. It's a good resilient time. I'm not pampered. My parents always say that if you want something, you go and
Earn it.
get it. Yeah, you own it yourself. But the basic stuff they will give us. So the balance lah. So if I were to tell 14 years old myself, I would definitely tell the girl, just own it. Like own your flaws, but of course also own your beautiful points. Like if you are pretty, you just admit that you are pretty, right? Like do not keep giving that force of
course.
I'm not lah.
No lah.
My God. You know that kind? But also have to accept that you are not perfect as well. That's why you don't go like too high of yourself and you just see it by yourself, right? That's not good also. But being a good, like some role models out there, for women, I'm not sure about men, right? But for women like Emma Watson. That's a lot. Anthony, you know, that those like very pretty, but they are very humble. Or Blake Lively. You know, just be yourself, even if you are what kind of shape you are, right? Right now, I'm not like the most like skinniest, but I try to like accept and find the beauty of yourself.
Wow.
It's very important. So I will tell myself, right, even if you're not enough back then, but you have to also find the beauty of yourself and own it and use that to empathize, empower yourself and go forward more confidently. So maybe back then my decision making and the way that I do things could lead me to somewhere different. But I have no regrets.
Wow.
I still have like good life.
Oh
So
yeah.
how to say in a Malay?
Oh.
Sekalian? No. Make it a bit more casual.
Okay, I'll say in English. I'll translate it.
Yeah, so I would like to share with you guys, especially all the girls out there, just own it. Like, whether you are in any shape right now, you have something that you want to go forward, just try to improve day by day. Even 1%, it will count. But at first accept yourself that you are beautiful enough. I mean, you have that shining points and you need that. I mean, you need to admit that and take it and own it.
Betul.
How to say that in Malay?
Wonder ini kena kamala roti canai chapati dua.
Oh, I love roti. Yeah, it's okay. I I'll probably use bus and see how it goes.
So wait, let me think.
Perempuan.
Kepada wanita-wanita di luar sana, jangan pedulilah cakap orang. Kuatkan diri.
Yeah.
Kuatkan semangat.
Oh, para wanita-wanita
Di luar sana,
jangan pedulilah
kata orang.
Be
Jadi
kuat.
Jadi kuat.
Jadi kuat.
Jadi diri sendiri.
Jadi kuat dan jadi kuat dan jadi diri sendiri. Jadi kuat dan jadi diri sendiri.
Okay, kat sini. Tiber.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
I rasa sekarang kan dia macam I rasa lelaki macam dah macam mana lelaki semua girl.
But I do want to say something about that as well.
Yeah,
like
sure.
maybe just some couple of minutes, right? I do not believe that the world can run only by one gender.
Of course.
I'd always think that men and women are equally important. We just have to find the balance. I know it's not easy for now because a lot of women are like go out there and then like sometimes we bash about like different gender kind of But I do want to take this chance to appreciate
all men out
gender.
there.
Yeah, all men out there and also women out there.
Of course.
My views are only representing women because I'm a woman. But I do really appreciate like the gender differences in the world. Yeah.
Thank you all men out there.
Yeah, you're strong.
Thanks, baru rasa di appreciate. Thanks.
Yes, it's really I appreciate as well.
Satu lagi lah. I rasa macam lelaki ni kurang diberi penghargaan.
Yeah,
Right?
like Father's Day, maybe you don't celebrate as much as Mother's Day. But I think fathers are equally important. They are like the most sacrificed person, but they do it quietly.
They suffer quietly. They don't want people to know.
But actually you can.
Bodoh. Aku kan.
But don't suffer yourself. Like come out and we are all able to like give you the support and help as well.
Kalau nak nangis je. Serius.
It's okay, but
Not now.
masculinity is always like tough, right?
Yeah.
So we just want to say appreciation, but so that you know that we
Thank you
appreciate
guys out there for
Thank you.
being the best father,
Yeah.
the leader in the family, to provide. Macam-macam lah. Korang punya pun, dorang punya like responsibility is that,
Very, very tough to be a breadwinner.
Yeah.
I tried once. Oh, tough job.
So thank you lah. Thank you for
Thank you.
to all dads out there working hard and everything. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you sebab appreciate lelaki dan thank you juga. Dan lelaki kat sana, you guys kena appreciate perempuan. Is because they are very special and especially you need to appreciate your mom.
Yes.
And your partner.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Not easy to deliver babies right now.
Yeah.
So kita dah sampai di penghujung podcast. We are at the end of our podcast. Thank you so much, Michelle.
Thank you.
Terima kasih untuk
I nak request Amira nyanyi lagu Christina Aguilera.
Apa?
You are beautiful,
Wow.
no matter what they say.
You are beautiful, no matter what they say.
Oh my god, thank you. Thanks for making.
Don't
Bring you down.
kenapa dia hujan ni? Alright, thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Terima
Thank you so
kasih
much.
sekian.
Thank you, Michi.
Thank you for having me.
So we'll see on our next podcast
Alright,
probably.
thank you guys for having us.
Thank you guys.
Take care and bye bye.
Bye.